Hello everyone, my name is Credacia. Welcome back for another video. Alright, welcome back. And again, my name is Credacia for those of you who don't know. And for those of you who do know, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, this is a block of hair. I was taking out my braids. My hair is super dirty right now. I just took out my wig braids. But hey, I just had to come on here and make a quick video because I was thinking about something that I was super passionate about. And I really think that somebody needs to hear it. So today's video is about new mommies, what is targeted for new mommies, the young mommies, mommies who are fresh as mommies, mommies who don't really know the mommy thing that everybody says, like the mommy instinct should kick in and you should already know what to do with your baby. And you know, that's true. But at the same time, what about everything else? What about the instincts for myself? You know, when I'm a new mommy. So today's video is, I don't know about a title yet, but it's just going to be targeted for new mommies and how you guys can utilize your time and maximize your time when you have a new baby. Okay? So I want to start off by saying that God calls us to be great stewards over the things that he gives us, right? Whether it's our finances, whether it's our job, whether it's our house, whether it's whatever provision he gives us, whether it's a group of people, our disciples, and most of all, our children. God calls us to be good stewards over our children. So the best way that you can be a good steward over your children is, one, you know, those natural instincts that God gives you as a woman, but two, by taking care of yourself, right? And you have to be the best version of yourself so you can effectively take care of your children. And especially when you have those new babies and you just feel like, you know, just super overwhelmed. If you get that new baby anxiety, let's just say you're a single mom and you're just doing everything by yourself and you're one of those people who refuse to ask for help, but you have a new baby, so you really need that village and you just don't know how to go about getting personal things done. You know how to take care of the baby to your best ability, but there's still so much other things like yourself, your house, your other environments that you have to be the best stewards on. So I'm just going to give you a little tricks and tips, not even tricks, but just a little tips to help you guys navigate that um, season of your life with a newborn baby and still trying to take care of your household and yourself. So if you haven't mastered that yet, the first thing I would say would be to, and I think everybody says this, but would be to sleep when the baby sleeps, right? When the baby sleeps, you go to sleep. And that's obviously easier said than done, right? Because you're trying to watch your baby 24/7. Like, it is a new baby. You're like, oh my gosh, is he breathing? Is she sleeping? Why is she doing that? Why he doing that? Why the baby look like that? Is it time for me to change him? Is it time for me to feed him? How do I know if I feed him? Why ain't he crying? Why he crying so much? Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? Is she gonna do something then? Oh my gosh, I just gotta watch her. Okay, so no, don't do that. And I'm talking about the stages from 0 to about 3 months, because to that stage, your baby is really on like a 2 hour schedule. Sleeps every 2 hours, eats every 2 hours, poops after that, like every hour or so. And it's literally on rotation. Okay. And the doctor will tell you eat, sleep, poop, same thing. Eat, sleep, poop, eat, sleep, poop. You can get some tummy time in there when they're awake, but it's mostly eat, sleep, poop, right? So when I say sleep when the baby sleeps, I mean, you can give yourself the first week or the first 2 weeks if you need to just monitor the baby, right? So, or I say the first week, okay? Because honestly, their baby's going to be predictable. So just monitor her while she goes to sleep. Watch her while she sleeps. Wake up, you'll know her. I have a daughter, so I'm saying her, but even him, watch him while he sleeps. Watch your child while they sleep. When they get up, watch when they eat and watch when they poop, because it's going to be literally on on the schedule, right? And then just watch them for that whole. You can do a week, maybe for the first few days. I say give yourself maybe 3 days to a week, because the mistake I made as a mom, I watched her constantly 24/7. I thought that something was going to happen to her. I had that terrible mom anxiety, and it was honestly for no reason, because she was okay at the end of the day, and I was losing sleep and losing hair, and for nothing. Like, my baby was fine. And so I'm just trying to save you guys from that, from losing sleep and losing hair, you know? So, like I was saying, just watch your baby for the few weeks. And then when you get on, when you see the schedule that she's on or that he's on, that's when you can sleep. The baby, you won't get a lot of sleep, of course. You know, that's true. For like the first maybe month or so with the baby, you won't get a lot of sleep. So it's important to get that sleep when you can. So when you put the baby to sleep, roll over, take a deep breath, and try to take a nap. Give yourself a few days for that. Put the baby to sleep, try to take a nap. Do it again, try to take a nap. You know, it'll happen all throughout the day. So you're at least getting like maybe 6 hours of sleep a day, which is pretty good. Maybe 8 hours, you know, depending on how your baby does through the night and with their help. But if it's just you, then just make sure you're sleeping when that baby sleeps. Put her in the little bassinet, put him in the bassinet or in a crib, and then sleep. Wake up, do whatever you got to do, and then sleep. Turn on the white noise so the baby can go to sleep, but make sure you try to sleep when your baby sleeps. That is a great tip, just to get sleep during those first 3 months, because lack of sleep can mess you up. And I mean, like, it could give you worse anxiety. It can give you like, you can like shake and things like that. It can give you headaches. You can get depression. Your cortisol levels can just be through the roof. Your hormones are going to be going crazy anyway. But the best way to balance that, you guys, is with sleep. So please try to sleep when your baby sleeps. Okay? Remember, put the baby to sleep and then you sleep. All right. Number 2, and this is if you are not sleepy, you're like, okay, it's the middle of the day, I cannot sleep with all the sun up. Oh, my hair is so dirty. Yeah. Okay. Just ignore it. Okay. But yeah, number 2 is you can also clean while the baby sleeps. Clean your house while the baby is sleeping. Tidy up that room while the baby's sleeping. Tidy up that bathroom. Fold some clothes. Take them clothes out the laundry. Do the laundry. Do some housework while the baby sleeps. You only have like 2 hours, an hour and a half to 2 hours. So use that time to do some dishes, and just to tidy up the space. A clean space will clear your mind. And that's something that I had to learn, because I was always messy. I don't know why I was always messy, but now that I'm like living by myself, I realized that when your place is a mess, your mind is super cluttered. And that should be obvious. Like, when you're so stressed out, that should be something that somebody should know. Like, I'm so stressed out, but me, I don't realize I'm stressed out. I feel like I used to live in a state of mind where stress was just how it was. I was like constantly stressed, so I thought it was just me. I was constantly anxious, so I thought that was just it, until I experienced peace. I gave my life to Christ and I experienced peace, the real peace of God for the first time. And then after that, when I started getting stressed out, I would not recognize it, but I would know that my place would get messier. And I would be like, ugh, what is going on? So then I would start cleaning. And after I start cleaning, I'm like, okay, there was, and then everything that's going wrong would just kind of come to my mind, and then I would just sort everything out. I would get more organized after that. So if you are stressed out because you have a new baby, take a look at your space and use that time to clean up. Use that time to tidy things up, because you being stressed and having a baby on top of having a messy place will not do anything but create a more, I guess, anxious environment for you. Okay. And plus, you'll just feel better. It'll just feel more peaceful knowing that your space is clean and you have that little bit of time to get little stuff done. Okay. Don't try to tackle everything. I mean, I don't know how big the place is, but if you just wait till the baby sleep to get those things done, by the end of the day, your place should be clean. By like lunch, dinner time, your place should be clean. And by like the last feeding, your place should be clean. So that way at night, you don't have to worry about the mess that's going on. You can just lay back and just sleep with your baby. Okay. All right. So number 3, a way for you can adjust to being a new mommy and maximize your free time and just try to be the best version of yourself that you can be during this crazy hormonal, beautiful, it's kind of stressful time is you can take your little baby out on walks. All right. So if you're a new mommy now, the sun is coming out. It's about to be spring. Get your baby in that stroller and take him or her out for some walks. It'll be a good chance for you to get out and for you to get that vitamin D. And you won't have to feel weird about leaving your baby anywhere. You won't have to feel like you just have to be stuck in your house with your baby. Cause that's what I felt. I'm like, I couldn't go anywhere. I can't do anything. One, because I had a stroller, but it was so difficult to put together. Like, honestly, it was so difficult to put together that stroller, and I just didn't want to. So I'm like, I can't go out, and I couldn't do anything. And plus, I had really bad anxiety. So I felt like even if I walked outside, I was going to trip and fall, and crazy stuff was going to happen. Okay, that is the anxiety talking. Don't listen to those voices, okay? The reality is God's got you and God's got your baby. Okay. So y'all gonna be good. Take your baby outside and go for walks. Get some sun. Get your baby some sun. Get that baby some vitamin D so she won't get that, what you call it, that jaundice. Get rid of that jaundice. Get that baby some sun. Okay. And just go out for walks. It's a good way for exercise. It's a good way to just not be cooped up in the baby room all day, not be cooped up in your house all day, not to be cooped up in your room all day. It's just a good way to just really just to relax and just to get out. And it'll make you feel so much better. It'll make you feel like you're being productive. It'll make you feel like you're moving. It'll make you feel like, you're seeing the world and you're experiencing things, even though it's small things. But it's just joy pushing your baby around and just, being in the sunlight and just being outside, getting some fresh air. Okay. And number 4, a good way to adjust and to maximize your time, and just good tips to, just stay sane and, not being so stressful as a new mom, is to journal and pray. Okay. Journal every day about what you're feeling. Journal every day, not about your baby now. Of course, you can have a baby journal as well, where you're journaling like the feeding time or, whatever. Like, my baby ate this day. I ain't never did that, but some of y'all do that. And, that's cool, do that. But make sure you journal about you, how you're feeling today, how you're feeling about being a new mom, how you're feeling about the process that you're going through. Like, you woke up, how are you feeling? When you went to sleep, how are you feeling? Did you have any breakdowns that day? Did you like bust out crying? Did you feel like, you were hormonal? Like, did you feel like you were overeating? Did you feel like you were undereating? Did you feel like you were stressed out about little things? Journal about that. Journal about, how you are feeling and just how you are taking this new journey and how you feel about your baby as well. Write that down. Okay. And after you write it down, pray about it. Talk to God about it. Okay. Because he gave you this child, and God obviously knows what women have to go through when we give birth. Okay. And he is the source. See, I wasn't praying that much, or I was praying, but I didn't really have that connection to God like I do now. But back then, I wish I would have had that relationship with God then, because I would have been praying the house down, okay? Because that's what I needed throughout this journey. I just needed a very strong, very active prayer life. I needed a relationship with God during this whole journey. So I just can't stress to you enough to pray, journal and pray, okay? All right. The peace of God is what will surpass everything. Okay, so number 5, and number 5 should have really been number 1, but change your mindset about what free time is. Okay, so as a new mommy, sorry, you can see my belly a little bit, but let's try that again. As a new mommy, okay, you have, it's a life adjustment, right? So first you were like this person who would like do whatever you wanted to do, go out when you wanted, rested when you wanted, went to work when you needed to go to work, just you had your life planned out. But now once you have this baby, have this young child, you have to adjust your life. All right. So free time doesn't look the same as it used to look. Okay. Maybe free time now, or free time then would have been like, going out to visit friends, going out to get some coffee, going for like a really long walk somewhere, going to the gym, going to, I don't know, maybe to a party or something, to like hang out with somebody or whatever, going to like a club, just going to a restaurant, or just going out on a regular day. That was free time. But now that you have a baby, free time would be cleaning. Free time would be cooking, preparing things. Free time would be folding clothes. Free time would be taking showers. Free time would be um, I don't know, organizing things. That's what free time is, because you're around the clock with this child. So free time isn't the same thing that it used to be. So that's what I mean by adjust what you mean by free time. Okay. When somebody asks, hey, do you have any free time? It's like, yep, I have some free time, but no, we can't go out and do this because with this free time, I got to go ahead and wash all in bottles. Okay. So just if you change your mindset about free time now, as your baby gets older, you'll be able to expand that free time. You know, it won't just be all about cleaning because your baby will be on a different schedule. So you can like do some things. You can take your baby out more. But for right now, as you have that small baby, just your free time will not look the same as it used to look. But that's nothing to be sad about. It's just something to adjust. And it'll keep adjusting as your baby grows and as you grow. Okay? All right. So, yeah, that really should have been number one. And all right, if you have or dealing with, now this is a tip, but this is like just a big thing, you know, overall. If you have postpartum depression or you have postpartum anxiety, get help. Get help. If there's anybody who's offering help, please take it. Don't feel like you have to do everything by yourself. Don't feel like just because somebody else did it by themselves that you have to. Don't feel like any less of a mother because you really can't do it by yourself or you're struggling to do it by yourself. Please get help. You know, it takes a village and you need that village and you need to use that village. Okay. So I'll just tell you guys one issue that I had was getting help. And my mom, she offered help, but I was always the type of person that I would always refuse it because I'd always feel like, you know, what is she trying to say? Is she trying to say like, I can't do it by myself? Even though that was not the case for her, but something in my mind was telling me that. And I was, you know, messed up. I was hormonal and I was kind of crazy. And plus, my child's father felt the same way. He didn't want to get help either because he just felt like we had to do it by ourselves. And when he said we, like he would be there, but he would also be going to work. So it was just me. And I would have to put up this like, you know, front that I could do it because also his sister just had a baby and she was doing it on her own. Well, you know, she had her help or whatever, but she felt like, my child's father felt like, well, it was two of us, so we don't need any outside help because it's two of us. It's the way it's supposed to be. But no, just because it's you and another person doesn't mean that you don't need help. Doesn't mean that you can't get help. Okay. So please get help. Please utilize help. So what if it's both of y'all in the house together? So what if y'all both, you know, spend some time out of work? Both of y'all are going to need breaks. Both of you guys are going to need, you know, just time to take care of yourselves, like, you know, shower and things like that. Both of y'all are going to need some free time to, you know, pray and do that journaling and just to breathe. So please, both of y'all come together and get that help. Okay. Get help from, you know, your mother, your father, your friends, whoever it is to come and offers to help with the baby, because there will be some people to offer to help. Those nurses from the hospital, when they say they can come by and, you know, check on the baby or do this and do that for you, please get that help from them. Invite them over so they can help take care of the baby. Don't feel bad just because you can't do it by yourself. Don't feel bad because somebody's like, well, I had to do it by myself, or well, I did this, I did that. Don't listen to them. Honey, if you need help, you go get that help, okay? Because it's going to go a long way for you, okay? And that comes from the heart because I made that mistake and I suffered for it, okay? I suffered terribly for it because I just felt so bad and so alone and I did not need to, okay? So remember, honey, get help. So the last tip I have for you guys, for your new mommies, is to move your body around. Okay. Don't just sit down in that rocking chair all day with that baby. I know it can be easy. I know it can be tempting. I know it could be just, you know, comfort or, you know, that there's this feeling that you have or that, okay, I'll just speak for myself, but there's this feeling that I have when I had my baby, that she was the only safe place she had was either in my arms or in her dad's arms, right? And even then, when she was in her dad's arm, I would be like, you know, just watching and stuff. Or I would go take a shower and I would do little things, but I always felt like I just had to hold her, you know, that nobody could hold her like me and that she just needs her mommy, you know. But it would hinder me from, moving around and moving my body, which is what I needed to do. So move around the house, walk around the house with your baby. If you just feel like you have to hold her, rock around the house. When she's sleeping, put her down and move your arms around. Go walk and do something, whether it's walking to the shower and walking back, whether it's just walking around in circles. Move around, do some squats, do something, move your body. Because one, I didn't get a C-section, I had a natural birth, and to get all that, that stuff snapped back, you have to move. And I barely moved. Like, I had to actually, I gained a whole bunch of weight because I had my baby in 2020, so wasn't nobody really like moving around, and there was COVID and stuff, and I was like just in the house at that time, and I was like super depressed. But that was the reason why I gained weight, but also because I kind of barely moved anywhere. Like, when I had my baby, I just kind of stayed in the same spot, either on the bed or on the couch with my baby. Well, it was really on my bed. I just stayed there. And that was a bad mistake because one, it was like messing with me mentally. I didn't really like care about like my weight until after I got out of that depression stage, which brought on a different depression because I gained weight. But at the time, I just felt bad. I felt like I couldn't do anything but just sit there with my baby. But that wasn't true. Like, I was gaslighting myself. Like, I could have gotten up. Okay? Don't gaslight yourself, new mommies. Get the heck up. Take your baby with you if you have to. Get the heck up. Move around that bassinet around the house while you're doing the dishes. Move around and do this. Move around. Sweep. Turn on like a little YouTube video and like dance or whatever. Just move around. Moving your body will like get them joints ready, like get them joints working again. Moving your lower body would tighten up that butt and all that stuff that expanded. Moving your abs and like, doing that stomach vacuum thingy will tighten up those C-section. I didn't get a C-section, but I just know that if you do the stomach vacuuming and doing like the floor exercises, it'll tighten that up. Like, whatever muscles and stuff stop working. I don't really know which one to stop working, but you know which one to stop working, okay? And it even helps with natural birth. I should have done those in natural birth, but just take it from me. All you'll do is feel worse about yourself because you're just sitting down and feeling sorry for yourself, okay? Get up and move your body, okay? And these are just some tips. There's like a whole bunch more, but this is all I got for now. So let me know if you guys enjoyed this. And if you're a new mommy out there, I love you, girl. If you're a new dad out there, I love you, dude, because all this stuff applies to the dads too, okay? It applies to the dads. And I'm going to have a separate thing for the dads, okay? Because, you guys are in a kind of different position. You guys are kind of in the outside looking into your mommy, unless, your baby doesn't have a mom and you're just there with the baby. But, there'll be a separate thing for you guys. But still, this applies to y'all. Let me know how you're doing with your new baby, and let me know if you have any questions on just how to make the most of being a new mommy, of how to be more, joyous being a new mommy, of how to be, the better version of yourself while being a new mommy, okay? And just let me know how the tips that I've given you made you feel, okay? Just remember, God is good, prayer works, and yeah, I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all next video. Bye.